almost 2 months ago, I put down about 3 inches of manure and 3 inches of compost, which was supposed to glaze this pond. After, a certain amount of time, the manure and compost should break down into sludge, making a waterproof barrier. And a month went by and I filled it up and it didn't hold water. And then I put in 6 inches of clay, not straight bentonite that you might buy, but clay that I dug up, and I filled it up and it didn't hold water. And I've been adding a little bit of water at a time, packing it down, and today I've got enough water to fill it up pretty well. And we'll see. I'm not gonna hold my breath, but we'll see if it holds water this time. And I guess the next step would be to get the pigs over here to seal the pond if it doesn't hold water yet. Recently I started digging a larger pond, which should hold about 4,000 or 5,000 gallons of water when I'm done. That's about as full as we're gonna get it today. I imagine that even if it does seal, a nice amount of that'll soak in before it seals. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully it'd be pretty awesome if it just held it, but it's been difficult, so we'll see what happens. I've been meaning to get some of these high sea muck boots for quite a while now, and I finally got a pair. I like them because they come with a lifetime warranty. They're built really well, they're insulated, they're 100% waterproof, and the company stands behind them. If you need some quality muck boots that'll hold up at high sea, check out the link below and use my discount code. It's been extremely windy on the homestead lately. It's just that time of year, but I'll definitely be investing in some more wind blockage as time goes on. 4 hours and the water is gone. It's all soaked up, so the clay alone isn't doing it. I think we're gonna have to fence in the pond and put the pigs in there. The last few times I've come into the garden, I've had this little ladybug friend, so hopefully she hangs out and produces more. I'm trying to get a jump on the flies this season, so I've got a few traps set up already. I've been getting hummingbirds today, and I was standing right here, one came up, and it looked like it was solid black pretty much, other than a little white. But I think it was a really dark purple, and then it looked purple on the chest too, but I think that it was actually kind of green and whatnot. I'll see if I can point it out in a book that a friend sent me. This new Sun Gold Power, it's a blue TP6048 hybrid charger inverter, has been really doing the trick. I've always had that little shop light there, but it just isn't bright enough in here sometimes. So I just installed this other light. It's charging right now, and I imagine it'll light up the space pretty good. Melissa sent in 2 peach tree seeds, and I also ordered some tangerine seeds. So I'll have to germinate those. These guys, I'll probably break them open and then throw them in a bag I'm going to have to stratify them for several months, I believe. I just came into the shop this morning. It's pretty dark outside, and I just wanted to show you how nicely this new light lights up the entire shop. Obviously there's off, there's on, and then when you move it brightens up, and there's 4 different modes. So if you guys want to get in the mood, we could do that real quick. And then you can also, let's see, I think, oh, that's not working the way I thought it would. Oh, it's because there you go. You can just turn it down to the setting you want as well. So pretty cool. Appreciate that. By the way, I had this is the first, 24 hours I've had this system set up, and it's running great. I just checked, and it's when I shut everything down last night, it was at about 48 percent, and it's just at about 48% right now. I fired it up, it was 47.7%, and you can see the lights on the freezer. It's gonna charge it up right now. I guess I messed up the light. Got the first couple of feet of the pond dug out, and I've just started on the 3rd foot to go all the way down. We should be about 4 feet deep if you count the mound here. So I'll have to get the pigs over to the small pond first, I think, and then we'll move them over here to seal the large pond. I've got multiple wolfberry bushes that are coming in, watering the heck out of the Hugo culture. But I had some birds visiting, and I don't know if they got most of the seeds off the top or it's just been too cold. In the hoop house here, I planted more than I ever planted before in anticipation for spring. But what I didn't expect necessarily was a big hole blew open in the top there, and it's been pretty cold. So I think, well, I lost some tomatoes that were sprouted, some asparagus and different things. But I do have a lot of sprouts coming in, so I'm going to wait till they get a little bigger, and then I'll plant again. See, there are a few sprouts over here, and a couple in this area where the red peppers are supposed to be. And this is a Swiss chard from last season, and so was this cilantro. These beet tops were from last season, so they're still growing. The small tomatoes I had back here died, but I have sprouts coming up. This spinach was from last season, but I do have other little sprouts coming up. Here's some sprouts. This is in front of the cantaloupe. I have an asparagus marker back there, and here's a few sprouts. There are some more sprouts over here by the spinach and carrots. There's more sprouts up here in front of the lettuce marker, and some back here. So at any rate, hopefully we get quite a few nice little sprouts, even though it was cold for a while. Bonnie is absolutely huge, so as soon as I see her nesting, I think I might start moving the other pigs out and making sure she's set up to give birth to some piglets. Real quick before you go, my name's John. I've been living off-grid in the high desert of Arizona for 2 years now. And I just put out my 3rd book. This is my 2nd book about homesteading. It's already a #1 new release in several categories. And I noticed this morning it's a #1 bestseller in construction law, because we're talking about, you know, building something. And anyway, you should check it out. The first book is done really well. This book is twice as packed with information. I made a really nice hardcover version of it. There's less pictures and a lot more information, but I think you're really going to like it, guys, so check that out. I'll put the link below. If you want to support my homestead, you can check out my red tea, blue tea, green tea blends, my corn flour. Those are all on my website. If you want to get my first book for free, sign up for my mailing list, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.